and so let out a terrifying battle cry. His massive horse reared up, its hoof clawing the air. Suddenly it leapt forward and charged towards the great Liao. The Liao guards shouted in alarm. They swung their swords and thrust their lances at the spinning stallion, but and so steered his way between them. Then the mighty beast was in the air, its eyes wild, its nostrils flaring, leaping over their heads in one swift move. Before anyone could stop him, and so leaned down from his horse, great, grabbed the great Liao by the scruff of his robes, and hauled him off his throne and into the air, gripping the screaming leader by his legs, and so dangled him upside down as the horse galloped in circles. The huge fat Liao leader wobbled like a jelly on a horseback, and Enso's arms securely around his legs. "Now," shouted Enso triumphantly, reining his horse to a stop, "we too have a prisoner, the great Liao, in exchange for our friends." The great Liao was making hideous grunting, groaning noises, and his face was turning redder by the minute. "Do what he says," he screamed. "Let the two boys go." The guards stepped away from our friends. Mandino and Zhengda scrambled free. They raced across and stood breathlessly beside me. Mandino seized my arm, staring at the victorious figure on the horse. "Seth," he gasped, "that isn't Ansel Ang on the horse, is it?" Zhengda rubbed his eyes in disbelief. "It is. It's Ansel. It's Ansel. I didn't know he was a hero." "Well done, Master Horseman Ansel," thought Zongbao. "Such bravery," said Guiying. She walked across and looked up at the pitiful sight of the great Liao dangling upside down from Ansel's horse. "Now have you learned your lesson?" she demanded. "Go take your army and never enter China again." Ansel released his grip on the great Liao, who, who dropped into dust. His generals raced across to pick him up, but he pushed them away. The great Liao glared at Guiying. "You have disgraced me," he spat at the words. "You are welcome to keep your miserable country." Guiying stepped aside as the great Liao struggled to his feet. He limped off in a cloud of dust, followed by his generals and guards. Our cheers echoed behind him. "It is done," Guiying announced. "China will be ours forever." She turned to Ansel and fixed him with a radiant smile. "Our country is in your debt," she told him, reaching into a pouch on her belt. "Master Horseman Ansel, you have this day changed the history of China. We have much to celebrate. Here is a treat cooked by Wrinkly Wu that I was saving as a reward for my bravest warrior." She plucked a ridley piece of meat from her pouch. "It is yours, Master Horseman Ansel." And she reached up and popped it into his mouth. Ansel took one bite, turned green as a disgusting odor assaulted his nostrils, and fainted backwards over his horse's rump.